Australia has a new king.Governor. General David Hurley today proclaimed Prince Charles Philip Arthur George to be King Charles III by the grace of God at a ceremony in Canberra. "And with hearty and humble affection, we promise him faith and faithfulness," he said. Live, King Charles said yes to famous kissIt followed the Governor-General's meeting with the Executive Council, made up of Prime Minister Anthony Albanese and other government ministers, this morning. It was the first proclamation of a monarch in Australia since Sir William John McKell performed the same service for Queen Elizabeth II on February 8, 1952. The flag at Parliament House will be flown at full mast from noon until dusk, when it will return to half-mast until the late Queen's funeral. Read more. Australian public holiday announced to mourn the death of Queen. The ceremony included a 21-gun salute, Indigenous dancing, a welcome to country, and a smoking ceremony. It was the first of the wave of such proclamations that will take place across Australia this afternoon and in the coming days. New South Wales NSW was the first state to follow suit, with Governor Margaret Beazley reading the same proclamation at NSW Parliament House in Sydney. All public transport was made free across New South Wales as those hoping to witness the historic event made their way to NSW Parliament House on Macquarie Street. While our state and nation, and the Commonwealth of Nations, continued to mourn the passing of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, it is fitting that we celebrate the accession of His Majesty King Charles III, Parate said. The NSW proclamation ceremony is an opportunity for people to be part of a historic moment for our state. Read more. Palace confirms state service to be held on September 19 at Westminster Abbey, South Australia. Members of the South Australian public were also invited to witness the official ascension of King Charles III in Australia at Parliament House in Adelaide this afternoon. The state proclamation ceremony was held at 2 p.m. local time. All public transport will be free across South Australia until midnight. Queensland. The official state proclamation of King Charles in Queensland was held at 1 p.m. Parliament has also been postponed in Queensland out of respect following the Queen's passing. A date has not been set for when it will return. Read more. Order of succession after Charles becomes King. Parliament adjourned in Victoria. The state proclamation of the King will occur in Victoria on Monday at 11 a.m. and can be live-streamed by members of the public. Parliament has been adjourned in Victoria for a week. It will not return until each Victorian MP has sworn allegiance to the new King, a rule only in place in the state. The Chief Justice and Lieutenant Governor will also be re-sworn in under King Charles. Western Australia's Parliament will not sit as scheduled next week as the state mourns the death of the Queen, but Governor Chris Dawson also proclaimed Charles III as King. Both houses of Parliament will briefly sit at 2 p.m. next Tuesday 13th of September, so an address of condolence and an address of congratulations can be moved. Both houses will then adjourn until the following Tuesday 20th of September. State Parliament was originally scheduled to sit for 3 days from Tuesday 13th of September, but the decision to suspend State Parliament is a mark of respect for the passing of the monarch. Tasmania also proclaimed the reign of King Charles III today. The proclamation will be published in a special gazette tomorrow,